we got two things regarding X Men and the MCU. First of all, Kelsey Grammer confirms there are talks to bring Beast back to the MCU. Not a big surprise. He wasn't an end credit scene, so you figured you'd expect him. I'm not thrilled. I don't like to keep going back to the past. I'd much rather just do all new X Men. New cast, new story, new everything. But until we get to Secret Wars, that's not really not really going to be the style of things. But once we get past Secret Wars, that's going to be kind of the end of all these old characters from old universes coming back, variants, and that's fine. I'm sure Secret Wars would be awesome. But where do you think Kelsey Grammer could show up? Are you cool with that Beast coming back? Love, what do you think?
What post-credit scene was he in again?
The Marvels.
The Marvels, that's right. I love that movie.
Super CGI'd.
I could see him. I mean, Captain America 4 already is so jam-packed, and he's in another universe, right? Is he in 616?
No, because Photon got popped into another universe. I think Cap 4 will be very grounded. We're not going to see any variants in there, thank God. Right. I hope.
No, I think Secret Wars or Kang Dynasty is where you start to see that multiverse. Maybe Doctor Strange 3, if there is one.
Ooh, that's actually that's probably going to be my pick, because he was totally a part of the Illuminati once they got to that point. Beast was a big part of the Illuminati there. I'm going to go Doctor Strange 3 also. That's when he's popping up.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Or, I don't know when that's coming out, but whether it's Tuesday or Secret
not even
Wars.
Confirmed.
Right. I think it's a crapshoot. But Shang-Chi 2, you could pull it off. There's a few different things you could do it with. I think Kelsey Grammer did a fine job. But I think we're starting a brand new thing, like you said, JD. Let's just start fresh. Let's get new X-Men characters in there. Yes, he did good. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman did great as Wolverine. Halle Berry did fine as the Storm. Let's start fresh, though. He's 70 years old. I know it doesn't really matter because it's going to be CGI, but he's still 70. He still has to go on set and do whatever he has to do. And let's start fresh. Let's get a young Beast in there. Let's just start new.
Yeah. And staying on X-Men and MCU, apparently from reports, Wolverine will not be a part of the MCU X Men at first. So the X Men we know are coming post Secret Wars, especially. I think we're all guessing it's going to be a big phase regarding mutants in general. I don't know how I feel about that. Now, we're not talking about Hugh Jackman, Wolverine at all. The character Wolverine will not be a part of the X Men for a while when the X Men are introduced into the MCU. And if anything, that just makes me think that Hugh Jackman will be a big part of Secret Wars, and you don't even want to start thinking about another Wolverine, casting another Wolverine until that dude's nail in the coffin, when he's done with Wolverine. Because if we have a new Wolverine coming in, a new cast, Hugh Jackman's just going to overshadow him. And he's supposed to be in Secret Wars. So overall, I think it's probably a good idea. Develop your X-Men first, and then it'll be a huge bang once you have an X-Men team all developed, and then you bring in a new Wolverine. It's the most popular X-Men character there is, and it's probably a good move.
Yeah. Yeah, you explained that well with Wolverine being in Secret Wars. You got to wait a little bit, or it just won't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm totally good with. Obviously, I don't want Wolverine to not show up, but we've spent the most time with him by far of any X-Men character, any mutant out there. Like, we have so many Wolverine projects, and yeah, we're going to be seeing still Hugh Jackman in Secret Wars, so there's no need to rush it. I think give the time to the rest of the X-Men crew. They didn't do that last time when they started in the Fox universe. Those were some of the complaints. Like, they were doing the X-Men, but really it was just focusing on Wolverine. X2 was literally all Wolverine's backstory and his history. Like, it was all focusing on Wolverine. It wasn't focusing on the X-Men as a whole. So I think that's the right move.
For sure. All right, that wraps it up for that topic. Let us know what you think in the comments below. That also wraps it up for Marvel.